español rápido, útil, fácil. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿De dónde eres? ¿Quién eres tú?
Hola a todos y bienvenidos a Español Simple Con Gia. Here is what you will learn to do in Spanish in today's video. How to conjugate regular ER and IR verbs in the present tense, and how to use conjugated parts of regular ER and IR verbs in simple sentences in the present tense. Let's begin. For regular ER and IR verbs, you drop the ER and the IR from the infinitive and add the appropriate endings. Look at the examples in the table. For yo, with the ER verb, you add O, and you also add O for an IR verb. Tu, for ER you add ES, for IR you also add ES. For él, ella, and usted, if it's an ER verb, you add the letter E, and if it's an IR verb, you also add the letter E. For nosotros or nosotras, if it's an ER verb, you add EMOS, and if it's an IR verb, you add IMOS. For vosotros and vosotras, for the ER verb, you add EIS, and for the IR verb, you add IS. For ellos and ellas, for ER verb, you add EN, you also add EN if it's an IR verb. And for ustedes, you add EN for the ER verb, and you also add EN for the IR verb. Note, an infinitive is a verb before it has been conjugated. Now let's look at how we would conjugate the verb beber, which means to drink, and this is an ER verb. So, yo bebo, tú bebes, él bebe, ella bebe, usted bebe, nosotros o nosotras bebemos, vosotros o vosotras bebéis, ellos o ellas beben, ustedes beben. Here are some examples of how to use the verb beber in its conjugated forms. Yo bebo leche, I drink milk. Tú bebes chocolate caliente, you drink hot chocolate. Él bebe jugo de naranja, he drinks orange juice. Ella bebe limonada, she drinks lemonade. Usted bebe vino, you drink wine. Nosotros o nosotras bebemos agua, we drink water. Vosotros o vosotras bebéis jugo de cereza, you all drink cherry juice. Ellos o ellas beben té, they drink tea. Ustedes beben café, you all drink coffee. It's your turn. Try to conjugate as many of these verbs as possible in the present tense, following the pattern that I used to conjugate the verb beber. Type your responses in the comments section. 1. Correr, to run. 2. Comer, to eat. 3. Aprender, to learn. 4. Vender, to sell. 5. Comprender, to understand. Let's continue. We follow the same process that we did for the ER verb to conjugate the IR verb, with the exception of the nosotros, nosotras, and the vosotros, vosotras. Let's look at the verb escribir, which means to write. Yo escribo. Tú escribes. Él escribe. Ella escribe. Usted escribe. Nosotros o nosotras escribimos. Vosotros o vosotras escribís. Ellos o ellas escriben. Ustedes escriben. Here are some examples of how you use the conjugated parts of the verb escribir. Yo escribo poemas. I write poems. Tú escribes canciones. You write songs. Él escribe una carta. He writes a letter. Ella escribe un cuento. She writes a story. Usted escribe un libro. You write a book. Nosotros o nosotras escribimos comentarios. We write comments. Vosotros o vosotras escribís en la clase de inglés. You all write in English class. Ellos o ellas escriben en francés. They write in French. Ustedes escriben en español. You all write in Spanish. It's your turn again. Conjugate the following verbs in the present tense, following the pattern that I used to conjugate the verb escribir. Type your responses in the comments section. 1. Recibir, to receive. 2. Describir, to describe. 3. Vivir, to live. 4. Decidir, to decide. 5. Imprimir, to print. 'It's time for exit ticket. Do you know how to perform the following tasks in Spanish? How to conjugate regular ER and IR verbs in the present tense? How to use conjugated parts of regular ER and IR verbs in simple sentences in the present tense? I hope you answered yes to those questions, but if you didn't, simply watch the video again. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment before you leave. And check out my previous videos. The links will be on the screen. Adios!